Gobble, 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 gobble. Gobble, 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 gobble. Hello, everybody. Hello. That was my attempt at being a turkey. That's what that was. Okay, but welcome back to another My Top 5! Or just not even my top 5, just top 5! Point blank period. Go ahead, write a check, send it in the mail. $500. Thank you very much. Now, it is Thanksgiving. And yes, I gotta catch my breath here for a second because after doing that amazing intro, I gotta catch my breath. Okay, caught my breath. Now, as we all know, it is Thanksgiving weekend, and we all know that the turkey is the main dish. So, while I was thinking of what top 5 to do, it hit me. It was completely obvious. With it being Thanksgiving week, I decided, since we all know the main dish of Thanksgiving, what about the side dishes? The side dishes, they don't really get that much love. I mean, they do, but we all know that the turkey is the main dish. But what are the top 5 side dishes that you must have in order to say that you had a Thanksgiving dinner? So, and what are the top 5 best? And what is the number 1 best thing that you must have? All these right here that are ranked in this top 5 are all must in order for you to have a good, solid Thanksgiving dinner this Thanksgiving. So here are the top 5 best side Thanksgiving dinner dishes. Yeah. That's what we're doing today. As I was making this list, honestly, it wasn't that difficult. There was only one major problem I ran into while making my list. But again, every time I do these lists, I guess everybody's got their favorite. So it's no wonder that number 1 for me was very easy to just come up with. But it's number 5. And this also may be, well, yeah, I don't know, whatever I said. But, yeah, and, this may be one of my most controversial lists to date. Because there is something left out that a lot of people like. But, in the meantime, I guess I'll just talk about that later. But for now, this is the top 5. May be controversial, but I feel like these are side dishes that make the complete meal. And again, obviously we know the turkey's the main dish, but we're focusing on the side dishes because the side dishes, they need love too. And what's a Thanksgiving dinner without some side dishes, right? Am I right? Am I right? I'm right. Okay, so anyway, that's what this ranking is based upon. The top 5, number 1 being the best. If you don't have any of these top 5 before I get into it, I just gotta say, you really didn't have a Thanksgiving dinner. You just had a dinner. So these are the top 5 Thanksgiving side dishes that you can have for Thanksgiving that the majority, common people, everybody, I would say the majority probably have at their Thanksgiving dinner and that you kind of need for that Thanksgiving dinner. So without further ado, here is the top 5. Again, it may be controversial because something is left out, but we'll talk about that a little bit later on. And we're just going to hop right into number 5. I have to put 1, 2, 3, 4 right here because I ran out of room because I wrote them kind of big. So I put the 5 right over here instead of just like down below as I did as my other top 5 videos. But, you know, it is what it is. I honestly, guys, I just didn't feel like erasing that and like trying to fit it in 5. So I was like, forget it. I'm just going to write 5 right up there. And the first one, number 1, which is a definitely must, is going to be okay, I'm not going to try to pronounce that word. But I'll tell you when I get there if I remember what exactly the word is. But this is the top 5 Thanksgiving, the best top 5 Thanksgiving side dishes for your Thanksgiving dinner and just for future Thanksgiving dinners that I would say, you know, go ahead and have, or you're just having regular dinner without these side dishes, in my opinion. And these are dishes that I've ate as a kid. I've always had these side dishes, so I may be a little bit biased in that, but you know, to me, you gotta have these to have a good, solid Thanksgiving dinner. So, with all that said, I think it's just time to hop right into the list. At number 5, what's number 5? And these are being ranked from, well, there's other ones, but like they're all good, but like what's the best one, you know, as we get up there, and the ones that are totally necessary. I would say from 3 up are necessary. 4 or 5, you can like not have it, but you should have it. You should. No, actually, I take that back. All 5 of these are definitely must if you want to have a solid, great. Ooh, I'm having digestive problems right here. I can feel it like burning. Woo! Yeah, it's going down. I ate earlier and it's not going well. My stomach is burns like right in here. So this is where my food is going down. Woo, I can feel almost like an acid taste in my mouth right now. But anyway, I'm getting off subject. Let's go ahead and rank these top 5 coming in. At number 5, and I am happy with the list as well. So, excuse me. Number 5, we have. You guys can't see the list, but hopefully you won't be able to see over me. Number 5, we have no other than baked beans. That's right, baked beans. I especially like it when people cook their baked beans with bacon in it. Oh, that's real good, and some onions in there as well. Just a good flavor. Overall, good taste. It's a nice side dish. I've never been anywhere without baked beans to a Thanksgiving dinner. Baked beans, I mean, you gotta have baked beans. Baked beans, you can get them from a can. They're very easy to make, obviously. And they're just really, they just go really good with turkey. And also, man, what you can do with your turkey. And with another thing that's on this list, you can dip that in your baked bean sauce right there and just eat it. And it tastes good. I like baked beans, especially if you have, again, that bacon and onion in it. Oh, yeah, I'm going to be eating those all up now. Granted, you know, Thanksgiving might be a little stinky inky, you know, but it is what it is. It's worth it. So, definitely baked beans is a good side dish to have for your Thanksgiving dinner for this year. So, I strongly recommend having baked beans. Baked beans are good. I mean, there's nothing else I say. I prefer Bush's baked beans with the bacon. I think they have the can with the bacon, but you can go ahead and put your own bacon in it because baked beans with bacon in it, with a little bit of onion. Yeah, there you go. That's a good solid side dish right there. Get a big bowl of this. It's going to go gone. So, that's number 5. Baked beans, I feel like it's a solid number 5. Now, number 4 on our list. What is number 4, you ask? Well, good thing you asked because I'm about to tell you right now what is my number 4. My number 4 is... Oh, forgot them down here. Bam! Right there, rolls. More importantly, dinner rolls. Any type of rolls, really. It doesn't really matter. Just rolls. Instead of just like regular bread for butter and bread. Gotta have rolls. What's Thanksgiving dinner without rolls? Am I right? I mean, you can get the kind that you put in the oven. You can just get the kind that you just buy and they're already there. I mean, it don't really matter. Just as long as you have some type of rolls in there for like butter and bread. I mean, come on. What goes better with Thanksgiving dinner than rolls? I mean, obviously the top three, but I mean, come on, right? Rolls, I mean, they're just good, excellent taste with some butter right there in them. And it's just a good filler. I feel like everybody enjoys rolls, right? I mean, you can put cranberry jam on it or you don't have to use butter, right? You can use peanut butter. You can use jelly. Just dinner rolls, basically. So I just put rolls. Rolls are a really good bread group to have for your Thanksgiving dinner. And yeah, I mean, you just have it with your Thanksgiving dinner. I don't know how else to describe it. Like, I don't know. I feel like if you don't have rolls at your Thanksgiving dinner, what am I going to use for the bread? Right? Because some people, or what I like to do with my rolls is sometimes I'll open up the roll and put the turkey in there and just eat it like almost like a sandwich. And so, yeah, dinner rolls are a nice Thanksgiving side dish that I believe that everybody should have at their Thanksgiving feast to say that you had a good Thanksgiving dinner along with baked beans right there at number 5. But I definitely expect rolls at my Thanksgiving dinner. And you should too, because it's a nice little thing to have off there to the side as a side dish. And I do consider it as a side dish because, you know, it's on the side and it's a roll and it's bread. And I'm trying to think of other reasons why it's important. It's just important. I feel like it's common knowledge to have some rolls in your Thanksgiving dinner. Like that's like normal, right? I've never been to a Thanksgiving dinner without rolls. So that's why they're sitting at number 4 for me personally. I like rolls. Give me some butter, I'm good to go. I could eat rolls all day with my Thanksgiving dinner. Now, jumping on to number 3. What is the third one on the list? Well, I'm glad you asked. But yeah, baked beans at 5, rolls at 4. Both really good. You should have, these are the best top 5 side dishes right here. Baked beans being at 5, rolls 4. You know, this is the only, well, no, that's not the only thing I struggled with because I'm happy with my list, but I did leave something out that people may find controversial, but we will get there. Now, at 4, now, what's the number 3 thing that you should have at your Thanksgiving dinner to have a great Thanksgiving? Well, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you right now, as I use the yellow crayon for this one. Hopefully it shows up. It should show up. I don't know why would it. But sitting at number 3 on the list is, yes, I got to double check my list just to make sure. Like, I know it's kind of like last minute to change my list at this point since I'm already in the middle of the video making it. But, I mean, listen, if I want to change it, I'll change it. Okay? No, I'm just playing. But, I mean, I could switch it around, right, at the last minute, last second. I don't know. But I'm happy with the list, so I don't think I'll change anything around. But you know what? I'm going to keep it the same. Okay. So, yeah. Number 3. Number 3 on the list. This may be controversial, but we will talk about it. Number 3 on the list is some good old-fashioned ham. Why do I say that might be controversial? Because some people may consider ham to be like its own like main dish, but I've always ever since I was a kid, ever since we had Thanksgiving dinner, you know, there was always ham. Ham and turkey, they go really well hand to hand. Now, this may be controversial because of Christmas. Some people consider ham being that dish for just Christmas and not Thanksgiving. But I see it totally the opposite way of where, I would want ham with my turkey for Thanksgiving. And you can also have ham for your Christmas meal if you want to, which some people regulate ham, but just seeing that ham at your Thanksgiving dinner, it brings joy, it brings happiness, it tastes really good. If you put some ketchup on it, put any type of sauce you want on it. Yes, ham with ketchup, if you never tried it before, by the way, absolutely go ahead and try it. But I expect ham, if I show up to somebody's house and they're having Thanksgiving, I expect there to be turkey and ham. Okay, a nice combination. I consider ham a side dish, even though I know some people may not, but, I would just say, I think you're wrong. If I'm being honest, alright, but to each their own, okay? If you consider ham a main dish, then by means, do all you, but if you don't have ham at your Thanksgiving dinner, I'm probably going to go somewhere where there is ham. Not to be rude, but that's just my thinking. But no, I probably wouldn't leave. I'd be disappointed, though, if you didn't have ham, or if you didn't have rolls, or if you didn't have baked beans. If you didn't have baked beans, I probably would stay. If you didn't have rolls, you're pushing it. If you didn't have ham, I don't know. But, yeah, you guys know I like to have a little fun on this channel. But, so I'm just joshing. Okay, we're just going to get away from that. But, yeah, ham, I consider it a side dish, a good side dish as well. It's juicy, it's tender if you cook it right. And it's just a nice little thing to have right next to the turkey when people's going around getting their plates. Grab you up some ham, throw it on your plate right there. Get a big, huge plate of just baked beans, rolls, and ham. That's why I consider that maybe controversial, because some people consider ham the main dish, but not me. I consider it to be a side dish, and it's really good for your Thanksgiving dinner to add to that. So I strongly recommend ham. Ham does make the top 3. Now, what are the top 2? We will get there. But I think this is a good point to bring up something right here, to bring up the real controversy of my top 5 list right here. And that's going to be, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. There is no casserole on my list. So for those expecting casserole to show up, I'm sorry, but I don't consider a casserole as a side dish. I consider casserole, just like some people may consider ham a main dish, I consider casserole a main dish. And there's many different casseroles. Now listen, I like casserole, right? If you have it at Thanksgiving dinner, then awesome, that's great. Just more food, the palate. And as you guys know, I love food. The proof is literally in the pudding that I like food. So casserole is not on my list, mainly because I do like it, and there's many different types of casseroles: chicken casserole, green bean casserole, corn casserole. I've even heard of cornbread casserole before. Never tried it before, but I've heard of it. But yeah, that's why it's not on this list. That's the controversy part that I think that may be controversial, or maybe nobody will get a F. Will give a F. I don't know. But to me, casserole is a main dish because you can eat it just by itself like a main dish, right? I mean, granted, you could eat baked beans and rolls and ham by themselves, but they're not technically a meal by themselves. Right, because you're going to eat ham by itself, like ham you get out like the store by itself. I mean, you're going to eat it with bread or something else, right? But casserole, you can just make a casserole of anything, of green bean casserole, corn casserole, cornbread casserole, and just basically eat it as its own main dish. But that is not on this list at all, so that may be controversial, and I understand. But to me, casserole is a main dish on its own, not really a side dish. But if you have casserole at your Thanksgiving dinner, then that's just more food for the giving. You'll make people a lot of happy. I don't mind it. If I don't see casserole at a Thanksgiving dinner, I ain't going to be disappointed like I would with the other ones. And that was kind of my dilemma in thinking about whether or not to add casserole, not only with it being the main dish, but also just how disappointed would I be if I didn't see casserole. I wouldn't be that disappointed. But it is a good, nice side. Well, people would consider it a side dish, but I consider it a main dish. Right? So, and the turkey is like the main dish. So you want to kind of just focus on the turkey and not the casserole. But if you consider casserole a side dish, then that's all cool and gravy and everything. Gravy. But to me, ham is just, casserole. I don't know, I said ham. But casserole is just a main dish. So you would really, in my mind, if I saw casserole, and I've seen casserole before, obviously, at the Thanksgiving dinners I've personally been to, and I've always considered that as a main dish along with the turkey. But the turkey is like the main star for Thanksgiving. But if you have casserole, then that's all good. By all means, make your casserole. And if I ever show up to your house to eat on Thanksgiving night or day, I'll definitely eat the casserole. Obviously, no complaints here. But the casserole is not on this top 5 list. That's the controversial part right there. But it's still good. I like casserole. There's nothing I have nothing against casserole other than it's just not on this list because I'm trying to I am making the list of the top 5 best side dishes, and to me, casserole is just not a side dish, it's a main dish, and that's the main reason why it is not on this list. So, yeah, that's the controversial part. So, I guess we'll go ahead and move on to number 2. What is number 2? I'm about to put it down, actually, you know what? I'm going to say, what colors have we used so far? Let's see, like orange, purple, yellow. Orange, purple, yellow. I thought I had another chalk here. It probably fell on the floor. I don't want to look for it because then I'll just purple. Wait, I already got purple. Okay, well, you know what? We'll just go ahead and go with green. Number 2 of the top 5 Thanksgiving side dishes. Number 2 is going to be, hold your breath, people. Bum, bum, bum. Now, I'll explain this in a second. Shells and cheese. Now, what do I mean by shells and cheese? Really, I just mean macaroni and cheese. I just personally like shells and cheese better. But, it is a different type of macaroni and cheese. But I decided just to go ahead and just put shells and cheese because to be more specific. But you can have just mac and cheese, really. I just have shells and cheese up there for that specific reason. I think shells and cheese, the liquid. Hold on, let me show you. Wait, no, I don't have it. But I was going to show you guys what I was talking about. But I'm sure you guys understand what I'm talking about, right? The shells and cheese with the gold liquid pouch. I consider that mac and cheese. I prefer that over just regular mac and cheese, but it just means macaroni and cheese. Give me some good macaroni and cheese on the side as this good side dish. Just the cheesier the better. It has good flavor. It's just macaroni and cheese or shells and cheese, which is the one that I prefer over the Kraft one or any other type of mac and cheese. This is what I prefer. But, you can have any type of macaroni and cheese for real. It really doesn't matter. But macaroni and cheese, yeah, I'll just call it that. But, yeah, macaroni and cheese is a must-have. It really is. How can you have a Thanksgiving dinner without any mac and cheese, right? Just the cheesier, the better. When I go ahead and stick my fork up in that thing and pull it up, I want to see that cheese stretch. The cheesier stretch, the longer it is. Oh, it's going to be good. You're going to have a good time. I think everybody gets excited whenever they see some macaroni and cheese. I know I do. When I see it, I'm like, oh yeah, it's time to dig in. Let's go ahead and get it. I could eat a lot of mac and cheese. So, macaroni and cheese takes the second spot. I feel like that's a must, okay? If people show up to your house for Thanksgiving and you don't have macaroni and cheese or just shells and cheese, then I really don't know what you're doing, to be quite honest. I really don't know. Are we here to have Thanksgiving dinner, or are we just here to watch football? Okay? Like, come on. I feel like everybody, and let me just save that for the end. But, shells and cheese, macaroni and cheese, it's really good. It's really creamy. It goes really well with turkey, with the ham, with the rolls, and with the baked beans. Good side dishes right there. Absolutely love me some macaroni and cheese. I mean, they just go really well as side dishes with the turkey and the ham. So, that's really all I got to say about macaroni and cheese. I really like those macaroni and cheese, and you should have macaroni and cheese for your Thanksgiving side dish. Please have it. Just have it. You'll make everybody so happy that you actually went out and cooked some macaroni and cheese. And that goes without saying also, because I feel like everybody has. I've never been somewhere where they didn't have one of these top 5 on the list. So I'd be really surprised if I went somewhere and they didn't have one of these top 5 in the list, because these are all great, good side dishes to have. But macaroni and cheese, that's a must. That's a must. You can't get away. Listen, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt for not having like 3 down. But if you don't have macaroni and cheese, what are we doing? What are we doing? I mean, yeah. So everybody loves macaroni. I don't know a person who don't like macaroni and cheese, but yeah. So macaroni and cheese, definitely number 2. Now at number 1. It is going to be everybody's favorite. I do not know, just like macaroni and cheese, I don't know anybody who does not like the number 1. And it is a must. The number 1 is a must. If you do not have this, you did not have a Thanksgiving dinner. I'm sorry, not sorry, but it's the truth. Okay? This is a must have for your Thanksgiving. Must have. And it's everybody's favorite as well. But instead of writing it all out so I won't run the number 5, I'm going to abbreviate. That's what the word I was trying to say earlier. Abbreviate the word instead of just writing it full out. So here is the number 1 side dish. Oh, I'm going to stand on my tippy toes. So hopefully you guys won't be able to see it. Oh, man. Alright. As you can see, I got MPNG. What does that stand for? I'll give you a second. Okay, second's over. This stands for mashed potatoes and gravy. That's right. Mashed potatoes and gravy, folks. How can you have Thanksgiving dinner without mashed potatoes and gravy? You must have mashed potatoes and gravy. Now, some people don't like peeling mashed potatoes, so if you want to make the instant mashed potatoes, that's fine. But we all know that real mashed potatoes that you smash and skin the potatoes, then cook them in boiling water. Real mashed potatoes are 10 times better, if not 100 times better, than instant mashed potatoes. But as long as you have mashed potatoes and gravy to pour over the mashed potatoes, because if you just have mashed potatoes, you're going to get brownie points. But if you have gravy also to put on top of the mashed potatoes, then you're going to get all the points. if that makes any sense. But yeah, mashed potatoes and gravy. Who does? I don't know a single soul on this planet who don't like mashed potatoes and gravy. Must. Definitely must for this Thanksgiving dinner. Okay, you gotta have mashed potatoes and gravy. Everybody, listen. You come up with mashed potatoes and gravy. If you don't see mashed potatoes and gravy, this is a must. Okay, macaroni and cheese are a must too. From 3 down, if you don't have it, very disappointing, first of all. But it's not a deal breaker. But macaroni and mashed potatoes and gravy, everybody loves macaroni and cheese. Everybody loves mashed potatoes and gravy, especially me. I want to see that as a side dish for my Thanksgiving dinner. And listen, mashed potatoes are creamy. The gravy, I mean, you can have any type of gravy you want, you know. You can go ahead and you can have turkey gravy, which I know that's very popular on Thanksgiving. Turkey gravy's good. There's different other types of gravy that you can have. Just as long as you have some type of gravy that you can pour on top of your mashed potatoes to have as a side dish. Absolutely delicious. You can also stick your turkey or your ham or even your rolls in your gravy and soak it up and just eat it, and it's really good. I've done that before. I'll probably do it this year too. But yeah, that's number one, mashed potatoes and gravy, and that one's a must. You don't have it, you can't really say that you had a Thanksgiving dinner, in my opinion. You just had like a dinner if you don't have mashed potatoes and gravy. So make sure you got mashed potatoes and gravy at your Thanksgiving dinner this Thanksgiving coming up. And right there, that's the top 5 best side dishes for your Thanksgiving dinner. Right there. 1, mashed potatoes and gravy. 2, macaroni and cheese, shells and cheese. Ham at 3. Rolls at 4. Baked beans at 5. This is my list. Let me know if you disagree with it, or if you think my list is okay, or just don't tell me anything at all. That's totally fine too. Whatever you guys want to do. I just hope you guys have a good filled Thanksgiving dinner wherever you're going to celebrate with your family and friends. You know, I hope that all 5 of these that are on the list right here are at your Thanksgiving dinner. And if not the ham, I certainly hope there's macaroni and cheese and mashed potatoes and gravy. If not, then I'm sorry to say this, but you didn't have no Thanksgiving dinner. But that's my top 5 best side dishes for Thanksgiving dinner. The best top 5 right here. The best 5 that you can have. And I think I said everything I need to say for this. And so that's my top 5 right there. And I guess I gotta go and peck some seeds off the ground. So with that, I'll see you guys in the next one. I gotta go. Wait, no, that's not a turkey. I was gonna do a turkey for an outro. Gobble, 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 gobble.